Welcome to KK's Quilt Studio. Today we're going to talk about another design program for creating quilting projects in Quilt-Pro 6. This is a computerized design program, and we're going to specifically be talking about in this video how to scan or save import fabrics from manufacturers. Maybe you have fabrics that are in your stash and you have a quilt in mind that you want to see how that quilt is going to look with your personal fabrics, or you have, say, a new fabric line that's coming out and you want to go to the fabric manufacturer's site or to your favorite quilt shop site. Sometimes they have images of fabrics available. We're going to talk about how to get those into and save to your Quilt-Pro program. So we'll go ahead and open up a fresh page, a fresh workspace. I've opened my quilt wizard and created a couple created a half square triangle simply by drawing two right triangles. So I want to apply some fabrics to those now, and we are going to bring them in via our scanner. So go under the File tab and you can either select Scanner or go directly to Scan an Image. We're going to be scanning in fabric, so make sure that that is checked. Click Next and it'll take you to the next tab, and nothing is in here yet. We need to select our scanner, and this will bring up a source window box, and this will list all the printers or scanners that you have assigned to your personal computer. And these are the printers that I have. They may not be the same as you have. What you want to look for, we're looking for scanner software. Look for something with the Twain in the name, and that is the software I want to use. So we're going to select that, and then we are going to select Scan Now. It may take a couple minute or two, but it will bring, what it's doing is opening up our software for our scanner program. And like I said, there it is. Just be patient. It may take a second or two. And we want to choose from the types of scanning. Of course, we don't have documents. We actually are creating a photo of our fabric image. We want to make sure that it's in color mode. We don't want gray or black and white. We want color. And I'll need to go to more selections. I am going to be doing an image, and I want to set the resolution. It may default to 300. I want to set it to 100, and then we are ready to go ahead and scan. Again, this may take a little, a couple seconds, but what your the computer is talking with your software, activating the scanner, the flatbed of your printer or scanner combination. And there is my fabric. I just used a fat quarter. It may look a little rumpled, so we don't want to use any of the area where our fabric is rumpled. So you want to, if your fabric is a small swatch, give it a good press before you set it on the scanner. But this was a big enough piece that I am wanting to select just a 4x4. If you look over here, it should give you somewhere an indication on your software of what size. I'm just clicking and holding down my left mouse key and dragging a box around this and selecting about a 4-inch square. So you may need to move a little to the left, a little to the right, up and down. That gives me about a 4-inch square piece of fabric. Looks good. So we'll go ahead and say done. This brings up our fabric image. Now you want to make sure, like I said, you don't have any wrinkles in the fabric, or that you didn't get part of the background copied out of here. If you find that you need to go back and edit that image, you can click on Edit Image. That'll bring up your paint software from your Windows operating system, and in here you can also crop out or select just a portion of your design if you need to get rid of some background images and make some corrections in your fabric swatch. We got a pretty good scan, so we won't be needing to do any more. I'll close out of that, and we'll go ahead and say next. This will take us to the Save tab, and I want to make sure that I'm in the location of my personal library. Now if you get something like this, you're in the main library of fabrics, and you'll have to go through the main library of fabrics and locate your fabric. Simply go to your personal library and it will save it under My Fabrics or My Favorites, and we're going to give this a name. I'll call it Blue Fat Quarter, and then go ahead and click Save. You also may change it from a JPEG to a bitmap file simply by clicking on the down arrow over the drop down menu. I'll stay with JPEG and click Next, and then you have the opportunity to scan in more fabric or continue on. We're done for now, so I'll close out of here, and now we'll want to go to the toolbar and select the fabric library. I want to go to My Fabrics, and there is my Blue Fat Quarter. So I will make the selection. I've highlighted it, and then go back to the paintbrush tool, ensure you have that selected, and apply the fabric to your half square triangle. Simple as that. But you'll also see that I have a folder here called Moda, and I've created this folder under my library of My Fabrics. So how did I get that? Well, I brought in some fabric collection that I have some pieces of fabric, and I may want to use one or more of these in my project. If you go to the website, Moda has a website where you can download fabrics. We go back to their main page. So this is their main page, moda.com, or storefront at unitednotions.com. And at the bottom of the page is a tab called Downloads, and this will list all of Moda's latest fabrics. So you will select a fabric that you want to use, and over here they will have JPEG images that you can download. It will come as a zip file, so go ahead and save that to your computer. Unzip the files, and I've located them here in a folder called Moda under the fabric grouping name named El Gallo, and I want to select some fabrics that I want to include. So I will just select the fabrics by clicking on them. You can select more fabrics by clicking on another fabric and holding down the Control key at the same time as you click, or if I want to select several selections, I'll go down. I'm going to select all of these 12 fabrics, hold down the Shift key and click, and it will save multiples. And then go ahead and copy to, and I'll choose my location, and I want to find Quilt-Pro under my documents, go down to that fabrics, and here is the folder that I created. You may only have a folder called Fabrics. If you click on that one and ask it to make a new folder titled Moda, and then when you click on Moda, it will save those or copy those fabric to the Moda folder. Go ahead and click cancel because I've already created these fabrics. I've already saved them. Okay, and they are here under My Fabrics. Again, My Library, My Fabrics, and there is my Moda folder that I recreated. Double click on that, and now I can select a fabric from this library. Having my paint tool selected, I can apply it to my half square triangle. So I hope you've enjoyed today's short tutorial on how to bring in your own fabrics into Quilt-Pro 6, and I hope you'll look forward to more training opportunities with as I add more videos about Quilt-Pro 6. And if you subscribe, look down the underneath this photo or underneath this video on the right, and subscribe to my channel so that you will be alerted to any new videos that have been created on my channel. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial, and until we meet next time, I wish you happy quilting.